According to psychology, struggling to make friends isn't about being unlikable. It's about hidden patterns most people never notice. What you're about to hear might explain more about your life than you expect. So watch till the end because the final insight changes everything. And if this resonates even slightly, like, comment, and subscribe for more real psychology like this. Some people don't struggle because they lack social skills. They struggle because they overthink every interaction, every word, every pose. Every facial expression gets analyzed in real time. They replay conversations later, wondering if they said too much or not enough, and ironically, this constant self-monitoring makes them appear distant or unnatural. When you're stuck in your head, you're not fully in the moment. You're not reacting naturally, you're calculating. And people can feel that subtle hesitation, even if they don't know why. So instead of connection feeling easy, it feels forced. At a deeper level, it's often fear, not loud fear, but quiet, internal fear of being judged, rejected, or misunderstood. So you hold back your thoughts, your personality, your true reactions, and the more you hold back, the harder it becomes to connect. Over time, this turns into avoidance. You stop initiating conversations, you avoid eye contact. You wait for others to make the first move. But most people are doing the same thing, waiting, so nothing happens, and the silence reinforces itself. Psychology suggests this often starts early. People who felt ignored, criticized, or excluded growing up learn to hold back. They learn that being themselves isn't always safe or rewarded, so they adapt by becoming quieter, more guarded, more careful. Another hidden factor, misinterpreting social cues. A neutral look feels like rejection, silence feels like disinterest. A delayed reply feels like you've done something wrong. So you pull away even when connection was actually possible. Here's something most people don't realize. People don't just respond to words, they respond to energy. If your energy feels tense, guarded, unsure, others subconsciously mirror that distance, not because they dislike you, but because humans naturally match emotional signals. When interactions don't go well, confidence drops. You start expecting things to go wrong before they even happen. So you show up more cautious, more closed off, more reserved. And that expectation quietly shapes the outcome. This creates a loop. Less connection leads to less confidence, which leads to even less connection. You start believing you're just bad with people, and over time, that belief feels like a fixed identity. It gets worse when you compare yourself to others. You see people laughing, connecting, forming friendships effortlessly. And it feels like everyone else understands something you don't. But what you don't see is how much of that is surface level. Even socially confident people feel awkward sometimes. They just don't overanalyze it the same way. They move on quickly instead of replaying it for hours. That's the real difference. Not perfection, but recovery. But here's where everything can start to change. It's not about becoming more interesting, funnier, or impressive. It's about shifting your focus outward instead of inward. From how am I coming across to what's this person like? When you become curious about others, pressure drops instantly. You stop performing and start engaging. You listen more, react more naturally, and think less. And that's when conversations begin to flow. Because connection doesn't come from trying to impress people. It comes from making others feel comfortable around you. And that only happens when you feel comfortable being yourself. That's the part most people miss. So if you've struggled to make friends, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been protecting yourself in ways you didn't even realize. And once you understand that, everything starts to shift. Subscribe to Human Mind Glitch for more real psychology like this. And we'll see you in the next one.